Hello, it's Randi Rhodes. Here's a clip from our show, and go to randyrhodes.com for the whole thing and a podcast. Buy a stinking podcast.
Mary had a little man.
The fault. We believe that all men are created equal.
To the magnificent mosaic that is America.
From radio beacon to radio beacon.
I have a dream.
Change has come to America.
Believe it.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
It's a figment of your imagination.
Randi Rhodes Show.
Hey! Turn up your mind.
You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try, you might.
I am a patriot, and you are a traitor.
Okay, so that's the guy that voted for Donald Trump. This is what we actually tolerated. This is what we actually looked, we said, oh, I know what Trump supports you. This is a man. Did you see this man? This man is wearing a blue polo shirt, a light blue, powder blue polo shirt with a nice stripe in it. He's a Florida retiree. So it ain't the economy, is it? No, it's angry old white men. That is who elected Donald Trump. Angry old white men and young white men who have been raised in the lap of hatred and bigotry. I can't even make jokes about this anymore. People are just so sad and anxious. I mean, the sadness, okay, let it pass. Let it go. That's grieving. I get it. I understand. People were sad. People cried. Did you cry? Yeah. Okay. You'll probably cry again. You will. You're not done crying. You will. But, I mean, I'm watching these protests in the street last night all over America. It just made me think back to when I was out there. 2000, 2003, 2004. All of it. It just makes me sick that, they're on the street in front of Trump Tower. They're dozens of floors up in a boardroom planning the transition with the same old swamp people. The same old mosquitoes. The same old leeches. You know that they're talking about Sarah Palin for Department of Interior? Really? Sarah freaking Palin is back? Listen, I say to myself sometimes, I go, aren't I at the age where I just get to sit there and roll my eyes and sigh? Aren't I old enough to have earned that role in America until Thanksgiving when I get into a red wine haze and the L-tryptophan kicks in and it makes you groggy and a little bit bitchy, and then all of a sudden you lose it and you stab the turkey with a butcher knife? Haven't I earned that right? Apparently no. Apparently we're not there yet because the guys in light blue polo shirts in Florida, it wasn't the economy, stupid. Okay, it wasn't the economy. They're trying to tell us, oh, we all have to understand that, we didn't address the needs of the poor white working people in the nether reaches of Appalachia who haven't had jobs in 30 years and wait every single month for that freaking check to come from the government. Look, there's a big difference in understanding them and coddling them. Aren't these the same people that say pull yourself up by your bootstraps? Aren't these the same freaking people? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I'm taking an oxy, so you go take care of it because I'm just like way out there. Oh, you know what? There's a big difference between understanding them and coddling them. What, these old freaking men? Oh my God, they're assholes. That's what they are. They're crotchety old men. And the media tolerated this because that guy was standing in front of a media pen at a rally in Kissimmee, Florida. That's where that retiree happened to be. So don't tell me it was the freaking economy. No. And don't tell me that the media didn't lay down. Of course they freaking laid down. This was the most policy-free election I've ever experienced in my entire life. In my entire life. And now people are protesting. Well, too bad you young people didn't freaking vote. Too bad you didn't like Hillary. You didn't like her. You were all about the Bernie. I was too. Fall in love during the primary, fall in line during the general, or this is what you get. The whole nation is full of anxiety right now. The whole nation is shaken in fear. And the Trump effect is clear, man. It is clear. Could you put my screen? I'm going to show you something. I just tweeted this out. I don't know if you got the major importance of this little tweet that I sent just prior to the beginning of the show at Randi Rhodes, at Randi Rhodes. But this is a tweet that was it's a compilation. Oh wait, I'm not connected. That's the problem. Let me just connect to so I can see what I'm doing here. Hang on. Okay, now I can. So this was the problem. This was the tweet I sent. And I don't think that people realize how many tweets there were within my little tweet. But this is a compilation of day one. Day one. All the crap that's happened, okay? See these kids? See this? Blackface in front of a Confederate flag? Okay, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Here, let's read these. This is what my one tweet has within it. So if you click on, you better retweet this. And I'm not even looking for, listen, I don't even care anymore. All I could tell you is retweet this, okay? Here's one. It says, as I'm stopped at a gas station this morning, a group of guys yell over, time to get out of this country, Apu. Here's a girl who says, I have a scarf on, passed by someone on the platform today, and he says, your time's up, girly. Here's one, not even 24 hours yet. My friend's sister, who's Muslim, had a knife pulled on her by a Trump supporter while on the bus at the UIUC campus. Here's one. Someone on the streets of LA just yelled at one of my girl's Latina coworkers to go back to where you came from. Me too. Kids at breakfast were taunting the Hispanic kids in the gym. They were chanting, build the wall. Here, this one is going to break your heart. Watch this guy. Here, I'll get the audio.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Okay, if you're listening and not watching, this is a man on Periscope this morning. His car is completely covered in fuck you, N-word, with a Trump and an exclamation point, and then the N-word on the side of his car, Trump on the side of his car, fuck you, N-word, and Trump on the windshield of his car. Okay, that's included in this tweet that I sent. Okay, this is what's going on in a classroom today. There was a kid who was being threatened and harassed by a Trump supporter calling him the N-word, and the kid, how people stay so calm, I don't really know. Put it back up on the screen. I'm going through these. Make it big. Okay, here's one. My mom literally just texted me, don't wear the hijab, please. And she's the most religious person in our family. Principal in Pennsylvania admits white students were chanting, cotton picker, you're an N-word, Heil Hitler. Here's a university announcement. Notice to the campus community from University Police on November 9th, 2016 at approximately 11:05 a.m. Officers were notified of a robbery that occurred on Smith Street near Buena Vista Boulevard. The victim, a UL Lafayette student, reported that she was walking down Smith Street when a gray four-door vehicle with a license plate starting with J stopped in front of her, and two white males stepped out toward her. Both suspects were wearing sweatpants, and one of them was wearing a white Trump hat. The victim said the suspects then hit her with something metal, which made her fall to the ground. The two individuals hit the victim while she was down and made obscene comments. The two suspects then took the victim's head wrap and wallet. The suspects were last seen driving away towards Johnston Street. Lafayette City Police investigating. Here's one that says, urgent, Muslim student brutally assaulted by two Trump supporters. Here's one, my mom and my sister are actually having the conversation on whether or not they should continue wearing the hijab for their own safety. Here's one. 3 of my Muslim friends who I've never seen without a hijab before came to school without them today because they were afraid. Here's one. Today I was harassed by an older white man who presumed I was Mexican. Quote, I can't wait until Trump asks us to rape your people and send you back over the biggest damn wall we're going to build. Go back to hell, wetback. After saying all of that, he threw the water in his cup in my face, gave me the middle finger, and ran off. It took every fiber of my being to hold my tongue and not chase him down. I'm in tears right now. I've never been terrified of being a woman and a minority until today. Here's one. This is disgusting. I'm so sorry, Rio. And to any and everyone else experiencing anything like this, you are kind, you are smart, you are beautiful. Don't let ignorance and stupidity get you down. Here's one. This just happened. Trump supporter tossed water in the face after threatening to rape her and build the wall day one of Trump. Here's Trump written across a prayer room at the NYU Muslim Student Association's prayer room, not even 24 hours after the election. And probably the most inflammatory post you'll ever see for people who insist racism is dead and that it's just a media, invention, or that parents aren't teaching their children this stuff, or that politicians aren't teaching us this stuff, or that our children, my children, aren't growing up in a world where they're made to feel inferior or told they are less than. This garbage was written in one of the bathroom stalls in their high school today. A nationally award-winning school, by the way. I don't blame the school. It's a great school, but this stuff is throughout our society. It really is. But hey, let's make America great again. And all over the doors at the school, it says F. It says F the N-word. Hashtag F all rich monkeys. Hashtag whites only. Hashtag white America. Trump Trojan. Make America great again. And then there's this. I was finally coming to grips with the stupidity of America, but then some off-the-wall stuff happened that pissed me right back off. So I'm downtown, and a group of white dudes are looking at a woman wearing a dress standing alone minding her business. We all get on the subway when she walks past the group. One of the men yells, "Grab her by the P word." One of the dudes literally then tried to do that, to touch this woman inappropriately. The woman yelled, and the guys laughed. A group of people, And I literally threw the three dudes off the subway at Wood Street. America is really thinking this shit is a joke. Here's one. Like I said, this nonviolent shit is about to go out the window. Yesterday evening, several individuals rushed part of South Campus shouting the N-word in and around residence halls following last night's election result. There's an ongoing police investigation about this incident. If you have any information, please contact University Police at 336-758-5591 or use the link below. If you experience, witness, or hear about any ongoing or imminent dangers to yourself or anyone you know, call 336-758-5911 immediately. Please share this information. That's at Wake Forest University. Just experienced one of the worst things in my entire life. While pumping gas, I had a vehicle pull up beside me. Out jump 4 males, all of whom are Caucasian. Then they proceed to talk about the election and how they're glad they won't have to deal with ends much longer. Now, me being by myself, I just kept quiet until one walked over to me and said, "How scared are you, you black bitch? I should just kill you right now. You're a waste of air." Still, I said nothing. I kept my head down. He then proceeds to say, "What, are you deaf or something, you N-word?" There's another guy, steps out, shows me his firearm, and he says, "You're lucky there's witnesses, or else I'd shoot you right here." By now, there's tears, full-blown tears. They leave. I've called the police, but I am shaken, upset, and confused. Is this what America's going to be like from here on out? Here's one of graffiti that is just spray painted on a wall in Durham, North Carolina. It says, "Black lives don't matter, and neither does yours." This is a girl. This is a girl's dorm room where somebody took all her personal belongings and lined them all up, facing the door, and said, "Hashtag Maria, Trump won." So here's a little preview of what's to come. Community safety alert. I'll just scroll past that. This is all in that one tweet that I sent out, okay? Here's one that says, "My mom said there was an older white man on his roof today yelling racist shit. She'd hurry back inside." Sadly, I just added more tweets about horrific racist incidents across the country. Day one in Trump's America. There have already been 2 incidents on campus with Trump supporters harassing Muslim women. Stay safe, everyone. Here's one. I was on the bus, and this group of girls from St. Francis Prep get on. They look around and look at me and say, "Aren't you people supposed to be sitting in the back of the bus?" I look around and I saw that there were mainly black and Hispanic people sitting in the middle of the bus. I asked this girl to repeat herself, and she said, "Aren't you supposed to be sitting in the back of the bus now? Like Trump is president." Please share this with your friends. This is what Trump does. It hasn't even been a day. People think it's okay to do this now. This goes on and on and on. I'm not even halfway through. I'm not even a quarter of the way through all these tweets that are included in the one tweet that I just sent prior to the show starting. Let me tell you something. The media is normalizing all this. They're covering Trump like he's a real president. This is the most sickening thing I've ever seen in my... They're talking about a seamless transition and... But, you know, we're all thinking the same damn thing about Trump. You know we are.
Clear for takeoff. Randi Rhodes Air Force. Air Force. RandiRhodes.com.
Go to RandiRhodes.com for the whole thing and a podcast. Buy a stinking podcast.